Alright guys, a quick one. So today I'm going to be sharing you the exact strategy I used to catch the big win of the USCAD, which I dropped the screenshot on my socials and you can see it as well. So I'm going to show you what you need to watch for, what you need to look for. You can also apply this on your own trading strategy if you want. And this concept is going to show you how to spot inducement and how to spot liquidity and how you can apply that to your trade, whatever strategy you are using. I believe this is going to be very helpful. So I'm going to go straight to my screen right now. I'll first show you the analysis of the USDCAD, how we are able to get that entry. Then we'll check some other maybe trade we have to watch out for this weekend, for next week. So yeah, if this is what you want, just stay with me. I'm going back to the screen right now. Okay guys, so this is going to be a very interesting video. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'll go to the USCAD so I can show you the exact setup I'm talking about. So this is the movement on USCAD. So this is it here. We're able to catch this from this point here to this, and you can see that this is like 1 to 7.27 risk to reward. So I'm going to show you how we're able to catch this move. So if you've not watched my video on market structure, please watch the video on market structure. And even all this is really predicted, so they are all predictable. So this is what happened here. So the first thing I did is to identify the structure. So the strategy is very simple. Identify the structure. I'm going to take away all these lines so that you can understand what I'm doing. So yeah, from this point here, one thing we can see is USCAD has been running in an uptrend. Now you can see I marked down the structure to this point here, and you can watch my video on market structure. If you want me to make another video, I'll also make another video. So now from this point here, trending down here, this is 4 hours time frame, you can see we have a clear break of structure at this region here to the upside. So after this break of structure to the upside, we can see that USDCAD has been moving up. Like we've been seeing something like it's moving up, forming higher highs and higher lows, and you can see at this region here we see that. Let me show you the last structure we are able to see here. So you can use this part. We are able to see this, and we are able to see that we have something like this, and after having something like this, we can clearly see that okay, this is the high, or this is the high. We can see something like this, can see something like this, then we can see something like this, then we have it coming to the downside. Now what this shows us is from this from this upper structure here, from this structure here that has been moving up, we have a clear break of structure around this region here. So I mark here as my low because this should be from here to here. So I mark here as my low, and if you look at, let me delete this. If you look at this area here, this low has been taken out. So this low has been taken out. Do not forget this is 4 hours time frame, so this low has been taken out. So it shows that okay, the market is shifting in structure, and after that we are seeing something like lower low. So we have, taking my path again, we have something like this forming lower high and lower low. Now since this low has been taken out, that is like we have change of structure. So this is like changing character. So the structure has, now we have another break of structure to the downside, and after that we know that this is our high here. So this is our high here. Just pay attention, I'm just trying to show you how we are able to get this entry. We know this is the high here, and we know that before this market can continue moving an uptrend, we want to see this particular point here being taken out as this high here. So because this is the lower high that leads to this lower low we have here, and this is the lower low here, which we've also marked out, meaning that anything that makes this low being taken out, it means that the market is going to form another low and we'll be looking to have another low. So this is the low, this is the high. So the first two things I'm doing now is to mark out this low and this high, so I know my trading range is between this region. So anything that makes this market to move above here, I'll be looking to buy, and if the market is going to break this structure, I'll be looking out to sell. So now we have this happened. After that, we have this, meaning that the market was able to go up and come down to test this particular low here. So we have, okay, before this we have something like this. Let me clear this. Sorry, let me clear this. We have something like this, and this here. So in this part here, I was able to know what the market is going to do next, because now look at this here. After having this formation, this formation here, I noticed that, okay, we have a fair value gap around this region here. I'm going to remove this here. We have our supply zone here. This is the supply zone. Like if you check my demand and supply video, I said supply, demand and supply area are the last candle before the impulsive movement that leads to a break of structure. Now what makes this zone a valid supply zone is because of after this particular zone, after this consolidation, we have a massive push down, and this push down leads to this break of structure. You can see that from this point here, the market was trading up, breaking this particular structure. But after the break of structure, after breaking this structure here, we are seeing something of like the market wants to be creating an higher high and higher low at this region here. Remember, this is 4 hours. Now after creating these higher highs and higher lows, we saw that all of a sudden we have this massive push down that broke into the structure. So because of this break of structure here, I'm certain that, okay, this market is going to continue going down. This market is not going up to go and break this upper structure. Now many people will be looking at, oh, maybe the market will come to this demand zone here. Now because of this break of structure, it invalidates anything that has to do that maybe this market is going up. Now what we are looking at is this market is coming down. Now after this break of structure, we have this pullback, then the market came back down. So at this point here, if you watch, there is something I always tell you: to know a valid point where you have to get into the market, you have to watch out for inducements. Now what is an inducement? Inducement is like a fake out. It is that point that many traders will feel like they want to enter. It is like, let me just say, a trap. This is like a trap. Now there is inducement and liquidity are almost the same thing. Like many people, you miss inducement for liquidity. Yes, inducement too are liquidity, they are money there. But in this point here, inducement is just that point that market is not going to respect. 9 out of 10 times market is going to take out everyone's order there. Now, and to know the best form, like which inducement you should go for, like the best one to look out for, always watch out for this. Now if you look at what we have here, after this break of structure here, we have another supply area here. Now do you see this supply area here? Let me see if I can circle this out. Now do you see this supply area here? You see, this is an inducement, this is a fake out. Now what they want you to think is, they want you to think, oh, when market comes back to this point here, the market will say. That is what many traders will feel like, okay, if this market should come back to this area here, the market will sell. People will be looking at, oh, they want to sell at this area, and because of this, many people that wants to sell will put their stop loss above this high here, and this is what we call liquidity. And for the market to take full action, market needs to clear liquidity before coming down. So with this, at this point here, I send that screenshot. You people can see the screenshot. I will also tag the screenshots in this video. That, okay, I've marked out this region, that, okay, getting to this region, we are looking forward to sell. I've already set my, okay, I'm going to sell at this region. Now selling at this region wasn't not how I get this particular entry. You can see this is 1:7, and if you look at if I'm to sell at this region, you'll see that selling at this region will only give me, like, the ideal place is like me putting the stop loss above here and me targeting this region here, and that is like roughly 1:2.6. Now, how I was able to get this to 1:7 and make this stop loss to very small, and like this, I'm going to show you. So now, after getting this region, that okay, at this region market is going to sell, market is going to take out this particular liquidity at this point here. So I narrow it down, go back to my 1 hour. So on the 1 hour time frame, I was able to navigate that. Okay, I waited. You can see this is the liquidity, and you can see the way market take out this liquidity here. You can see what happened here, because many sellers will put their buy here, they will put their sell here and put their stop loss here, and the market cleared everything out. I can make another video on inducement and liquidity if you want. Put it in the comment section below, but now let's focus on this analysis. Now, after this setup, I waited for the market to test this zone here. This is 1 hour. After I've seen that okay, this market have tested this zone here, now I navigate back to my 15 minutes. That is where I was able to get my entry. So this is what I did here. On my 15 minutes, after market touching this, I waited for market to break another structure on the lower time frame, so that I can confirm that this market is not just, it won't just continue going up. This market is going to come back down. Now the market did something like this. You can see went back up, came back down, went back up, and in this point here, I was able to get my break of structure. I was able to get my structure being taken out at this point here. So you can mark it out here. So I was able to get the structure being breaking out at this point here. So I know that okay, this market is going to respect this particular analysis. So after getting this break of structure at this point here, so this is what I did. I mark out what is the last candle, that is the supply area that causes this break of structure, and it happens to be this candle here. So this candle was the supply area that caused the break of structure. So I'm going to show you again. Sorry. So this candle here was the supply area. So I mark out this area here. I know that okay, what I'm waiting for is the market to come back this area and for me to sell. So now, in order for me not to have in a situation whereby the market is not going to fill me in before coming down, I navigated back to 30 minutes and I was able to mark out this same supply area on my 30 minutes time frame. So on my 30 minutes, I went back to 30 minutes and I marked the whole entire area of from this guy here to this guy here, and I put my stop loss above here. You can see the region. That is the last candle. This is the candle. So I mark out the whole entire candle and I put my stop loss. I put my stop loss above this high here, because I know that with this now, I'm not expecting the market to go more higher, and anything that makes the market to break this up, then I'll wait to see if the market is going to push out and continue pushing up, then I'll look for a buy. So now after doing this, I put my entry here, put my stop loss here, and I target all the way down. My first target was here, but after targeting here, after seeing this internal structure being formed, I know that okay, this is going to go more further down, and I extended it down here, and that was how I was able to catch the win. You can also see the screenshot of it. So this is a very clear 1 to 7.5, and this is a bonus for everyone. You see, whenever you see something like this, before you enter a trade, make sure that liquidity has been taken off that particular trade. I wish to show you more, but I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm going to be making another video where I'm going to be sharing you more on inducements and more on liquidity. There are some better and clean structure or clean strategy to watch out for, especially when we have something like this. So you have to understand what each and everything stand for. Let me just make this another video where you can see that a valid point here and we have a drop. So this is just to show you if you look at this particular thing, it is very common. You'll see something like this, and at this region here, this is going to be your supply zone here. I'm going to continue this in another video, so you can just watch out for the continuation of this video. So in this point here, we have this eye taking out this liquidity, and we have a supply area being formed, and we have an inducement being formed close to this supply area. We have a break of structure, and we can see what happens. So I'll continue this analysis on the next video. You can ensure you watch this and watch the next video. Bye for now.